Hey guys, Harley here, and today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Niningers, which was the 39th Super Sentai series that ended, I'd say, about 2 weeks ago. Well, actually, it's probably about 3 weeks ago now. 3 weeks ago. If you don't know what Super Sentai is, it's well, I want to say it's Japanese Power Rangers, except Power Rangers came from Super Sentai, not the other way around. But it's the Japanese version of Power Rangers, and this particular Sentai was the latest Ninja Sentai that they had called Niningers. And I don't think you'd be watching this if you didn't know what Niningers was, but I figured, I'd talk about it anyway. Um, so my thoughts on Niningers as a Sentai series about the grandchildren of the guy who's the last ninja, and they're striving to become the last ninja, and then while defending the world against the armies of Kibaoni Gengetsu, it was very mediocre. It was very average, almost not like bad, but definitely almost below average, I would say, if not below average actually, because um like if we compare it to recent seasons or just previous seasons in general, it's not great. It's really not that good. In fact, I started watching Super Sentai at Gokaiger. So I haven't seen a lot of it. I've seen Gokaiger Forward plus Shinkenger, and that's really it. Or which is in America, I believe it's Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, or just Samurai Sentai Samurai Power Ranger Samurai. That's what it's called. I'm being stupid. Power Ranger Samurai. And Go Busters, which didn't get or hasn't been. No, it didn't get an American version. I don't think. Go Busters to me was the worst one. Go Busters is for me. Go Busters is like the lowest low. Sorry if you like Go Busters. I really did not enjoy Go Busters. Um, but I didn't like Ninjas for a couple reasons, or I thought it was very mediocre for a couple of reasons. One of them being the characters. The best thing about Sentai series are the characters. For Toku series in general, a lot of Toku series, like Kamen Rider and such, it's the characters. But Sentai usually really focuses on the characters because that's all they have. They don't really have a really intense plot like Kamen Rider has or Garo really has. It's just like a bunch of derpy things that happen to these characters. Woo! But these characters felt really bland and one-dimensional, and a great example is Katsumi. Katsumi, who is the Pink Ranger, she's smart. She's extremely intelligent. I'm pretty sure she's going to a university or a college, and she's the planner of the group. She's the one who comes up with all the plans. She figures out how to beat the monsters. She manipulates. Apparently, she can manipulate the enemies by doing what she wants. Like in the episode with the Snow Woman, when we try to find out, is Katsumi afraid of something? She can just do that. She's extremely intelligent. That's her role. It's to calm everybody down and think things through. And with these kind of characters, like if you've watched the anime Arslan Senki with Narisas, these kind of characters, you want to see them fail so they can experience that growth, that they're not always right. Now, the contrast is in Arslan Senki, Narisas, which is an anime, Narisas has gone through, like, he's old enough and wise enough that you've seen that, he's not super old, but he's been through things, he's gone through things, so, he's done most, if not all, of his growing at this point. Katsumi's probably, like, 19 or 20, I don't know how old they are exactly, I just know that Fuka and Nagi are in high school, and Katsumi is in college, Katsumi's in college, or as far as we know, she was in college, it seemed anyway to me that she was either there or just graduated. And she doesn't ever fail, really. Like the closest episode we got before the end of the series was with the Snow Woman, where they're trying to find she embarrasses Nagi in front of everybody, and Nagi says, "I'm gonna get back at her. Is there anything she's afraid of?" And she just whispers to Fuka, "Oh hey, yeah, I'm scared of ghosts, man." And what do you know? He's like, "We're gonna scare her with ghosts." But the enemy also happens to see it and hear her, and then she's like, "We're gonna get ghosts too." And then it turns out she's not actually scared of ghosts. It was all part of her plan. She's not scared of anything. Awesome. awesome. And then they just make her like that until episode 39 out of 47, where Kibaoni Gengetsu's son, or, well, second son, I guess, spoiler alert, second son, goes and tricks her by acting stupid, and then he's like, but I was actually intelligent! And you're like, okay, and she fails, but she, like, really freaks out, more than I expected her to. And then they try and cram, like, the next 2 episodes, they're trying to cram, like, she's really frustrated, guys. She doesn't know what to do. You should really sympathize with her and stuff. And it just feels rushed. And you're like, mm-hmm. And then the other characters, you have no idea what they're even going on about. Like, Takaharu doesn't like green onions or green peppers or something. Fuka is kind of annoying and apparently wants to be an idol. And Nagi likes getting licenses and I guess supports people probably. I don't know. He's more observant than some of the other characters, I guess. Yeah, and Yakumo is terrible with women. Yakumo is apparently terrible with women. That's what I know about the characters. The only person that really gets any backstory is Kinji, the extra ranger. And Niningers is also weird because we have a white ranger as one of the main rangers. That's kind of weird. Normally the white ranger is one of the extra rangers or something. But in this case, it's Kinji, Kinsan, the Gold Ranger, or the Star Ninja, if you will. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much. It's Star Ninja. And he's the only one with an actual backstory, where his parents died when he was young. He was born to a family of yokai hunters, and his parents, well, his father and his brother died when he was young fighting a yokai. And then he overhears everything about the last ninja, and he wants to become his apprentice, seemingly only to get the Shuriken to wish them back to life. Then when he decides not to do that, because, hey, that'd be kind of a dick move, he encounters the yokai that killed his family, which is a werewolf, and he tries to fight it, screws up a lot, because apparently he can't win, just can't win, and he almost becomes a demon for it, but then through the power of Nakama and family and Takaharu Bochan and stuff, he realizes, oh wait, we can do this together, I will avenge my family, and he does, but he gets scratched by the werewolf and starts turning into a yokai himself, and now he's got to get rid of the yokai using one of the legendary swords, but it kind of takes his yokai and expands it or some shit, and then he turns into a yokai, but then he overcomes the yokai power, and he gets an awesome new sword to go with his awesome new outfit, and he's a lot better for it. And it might not be the most complicated backstory, but it certainly is better than everybody else's. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I must be so tired. Better than everybody else's. And it's like, alright, awesome. But there's not even plot. I don't even care about any of the villains. Even the villains suck. I liked Gabi Daizo, who died in, episode 15. And then came back for, 2 episodes to be one of the pillars of Kibaoni Gengetsu's, army or something. And I'm like, oh. Awesome. Now he's dead again. And then it's this, and I'm like, alright, not Izaya, that's Dorara. Kyuemon Izayoi. That was his. Even though last time I heard the name Izayoi, that was from Inuyasha, and that was his mom's name. Oh my god, I'm so tired. But it's like, the villains weren't even that interesting, and I can't even say that I was like, oh my god, I guess I was shocked by that particular twist, if you will, but I really didn't feel anything. Everything felt really shallow, and it was kind of like the previous Sentai Tokyugers, in which a lot of things were also shallow about that series, but at least I thought the character interactions were a lot funnier, and the villains, at least the villains had something going for them in Tokyugers, because they were the most interesting part of Tokyugers, because even when the Tokyugers were like, we don't know anything about ourselves, the villains of, I can't remember what it was called, I want to say the Darkness Line, but that is literally not what it's called. But at least the villains in Tokyugers, they were infighting and there was plot amongst them that made it a lot more interesting to watch. I'm hoping that maybe the Niningers movie gives us something, but I don't think it will because it's not particular. Look, I'm yawning so much because it's not even particularly interesting. I can't even help it. It's so, oh. Ninjas just, I guess, just isn't interesting to me. I didn't hate it. Would I rewatch it? Probably not. Probably not. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't hate it. And Zoogers is proving to be pretty interesting 2 episodes in. So I have a lot of hopes for Zoogers. Also because it's an anniversary series. And they always make anniversary series at least pretty decent. I mean, look at Gokaiger. But so anyway, let me know what you think about Niningers or Zoogers in the comments below. Bye!